Hello, and welcome to this spine-chilling journey into the most dangerous, deadly waters on Earth. Today, we're diving deep into the dark side of our planet's oceans, seas, and rivers, places where nature's beauty hides its most deadly secrets. These are bodies of water that have claimed thousands of lives, where survival is a challenge, and the seas are unforgiving. Let's take a deep dive into the world's deadliest waters. When we think of water, we often think of calm, serene oceans, or beautiful beaches. But beneath the surface, there are some of the most dangerous places on Earth. Oceans that are unpredictable, currents that are impossible to navigate, and waters that, if you're unlucky enough, will swallow you whole. Let's begin with one of the most infamous areas on Earth, the Bermuda Triangle. This stretch of ocean, roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, is surrounded by mystery and fear. For decades, ships and aircraft have vanished without a trace in these waters, leading to an array of theories, ranging from human error and equipment failure to the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. While the number of disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle is debated, it's the unpredictable weather and sudden, violent storms that make it so dangerous. These waters can go from calm to catastrophic in a matter of minutes, with powerful waves and winds that are impossible to outrun. It's not hard to see why this location has earned its deadly reputation. Then there's the Dragon's Triangle, also known as the Devil's Sea, off the coast of Japan. This vast expanse of water has a history of strange disappearances dating back to the 1950s, with dozens of ships and aircraft reported lost under mysterious circumstances. But what makes this area truly deadly are the intense underwater currents, volcanic activity, and the sudden, extreme weather conditions that occur without warning. Scientists suspect the area may be home to powerful underwater volcanoes, which could contribute to the frequent disruptions of navigation instruments, causing ships to lose their way and disappear. Add in the deep ocean trenches, where the pressure can crush anything caught too deep, and you've got one of the most hazardous marine environments in the world. Now, let's take a look at the Sargasso Sea, located in the North Atlantic Ocean. It's infamous for its eerie stillness and vast floating seaweed mats that cover large stretches of water. Unlike most other seas, the Sargasso Sea doesn't have a coastline or shores to mark its boundaries. It's surrounded by four major currents, creating a kind of natural vortex. While the sea itself isn't necessarily deadly at first glance, its calm and stagnant waters can be treacherous for ships and vessels. The seaweed can entangle propellers, while the lack of winds and current makes navigation extremely difficult. Sailors of old warned that ships could get trapped in these waters, becoming stuck for weeks or months with little hope of escape. And then there's Lake Natron, a seemingly serene body of water in Tanzania, Africa. This lake might not look menacing at first, but it's the deadliest freshwater body you'll ever encounter. The water here is a harsh, highly alkaline mix, so caustic that it can burn the skin and eyes of anyone who dares to get too close. But what's truly terrifying about Lake Natron is that it's an inhospitable environment for life. The high levels of sodium carbonate and other minerals give it a fiery, corrosive quality. Animals that wander too close, such as birds or other creatures, can become petrified. Their bodies calcify in the lake's toxic waters, transforming them into eerie, stone-like figures. Another deadly water body is the Maelstrom, a massive whirlpool located off the coast of Norway. This natural phenomenon occurs when strong tidal currents are funneled through narrow straits, creating a violent and enormous vortex that can pull anything caught in its grasp under the water. Historically, the Maelstrom has been feared by sailors, and tales of its destructive power have only added to its ominous reputation. Ships caught in the whirlpool are often sucked down, with little hope of escape. The waters surrounding the Antarctic Peninsula are perhaps some of the most treacherous on the planet. The frigid waters are home to massive icebergs and glaciers, and the constantly shifting pack ice makes navigation nearly impossible. The currents here are unpredictable, and the icy waters are brutal, with freezing temperatures that can cause hypothermia within minutes. One of the dangers of these icy waters is the risk of ships becoming trapped by the ice, unable to escape until they are either freed by icebreakers or until the spring thaw. But even then, navigating through ice-choked waters requires skill and caution, as sudden ice shifts can crush vessels. The Southern Ocean surrounding Antarctica is also home to intense storms, making it one of the most hostile places for sailors and adventurers. Next, we have the Strait of Messina between Italy and Sicily, a narrow, turbulent waterway infamous for its treacherous currents. The strait is known for its whirlpools, particularly a phenomenon called Charybdis, named after the mythical sea monster that would swallow sailors whole. While this isn't a sea monster, the dangerous currents are enough to drag ships and smaller boats into the abyss. The strait is so dangerous that it's often avoided by even the most experienced sailors. The Amazon River in South America may not seem like a place you'd expect to find deadly waters, but it's one of the most dangerous rivers in the world. With an average flow rate of 55 million gallons of water per second, the Amazon River is a massive, powerful force. But it's not the river's size alone that makes it deadly. Beneath its surface, you'll find powerful whirlpools, hidden sandbars, and unpredictable currents that can easily capsize boats. And if that wasn't enough, the river is teeming with dangerous wildlife, from aggressive piranhas and electric eels to the dreaded anaconda. The combination of these hazards makes the Amazon River a nightmare for those who try to navigate its treacherous waters. Lastly, we come to the southern Indian Ocean, one of the most dangerous areas for ships and aircraft. The waters here are notorious for their rough seas, frequent storms, and intense waves that can rise to as high as 100 feet. The region's unpredictable weather patterns and powerful currents make it a nightmare for even the most well-prepared vessels. It's also an area where multiple ships have disappeared over the years, possibly due to the extreme weather conditions or the massive undersea volcanic activity in the region. For any sailor, the southern Indian Ocean represents the very definition of peril. As we've seen today, the Earth is home to some truly deadly bodies of water, each with its own unique hazards and risks. Whether it's the strange, otherworldly currents of the Bermuda Triangle or the toxic waters of Lake Natron, the ocean, rivers, and seas of our world can be as beautiful as they're dangerous. So the next time you find yourself near a body of water, remember, what lies beneath might be far more perilous than it seems. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's deadliest waters, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and share it with your friends. Stay safe out there and keep exploring, because who knows what other dangers lie beneath the surface. See you next time.